Let's talk about the toughest person you have to forgive: yourself. We all have that one mistake, that one moment that we replay over and over again. It's a constant loop of, "I should have known better," or "I messed up everything." That relentless inner voice of self-judgment is a heavy chain. It's a profound feeling that you are fundamentally unworthy of happiness now. This toxic self-punishment is a prison, and you cannot build a new future while shackled to the past. Understanding self-sabotage. Before we can start the healing protocol, we need to understand the true cost of this self-punishment. Why do we keep doing it? We confuse self-criticism with motivation. We believe the pain of the past will somehow protect us from the pain of the future, but it only leads to self-sabotage. The core truth: you are sabotaging your present because you are defining your identity by a mistake. Motivational author Iyanla Van Zandt says, "The way to heal the wound is to pour love where the wounds are." We are going to pour love onto your wounds with a 6-stage protocol to prove you are worthy of a second chance. Stage 1, radical responsibility, own the story. Stage 1 is the hardest, but it's the non-negotiable first step. It's about taking radical responsibility for your past. Healing begins with honesty, not excuses. Action. Stop minimizing or blaming others for your part. State clearly, "My choice to state action contributed to this outcome." The power of ownership. Only when you truly own the mistake does the power to change the ending return to you. If you don't own it, you can't forgive it. Stage 2, the circuit breaker. Stop the snowball. Here is where we stop the inner punishment loop. When self-recrimination hits, it snowballs. It gets bigger and uglier the longer you think about it. You need a circuit breaker. This physical and mental action forces your brain out of the shame spiral. Action 1, physical. The 5-minute energy dump. When that inner voice starts screaming at you about the past, your brain is actually flooding your body with anxious energy, preparing you for a fight that isn't coming. You must move. Go for a furious 2-minute run, do 10 hard push-ups, or immediately blast your favorite song and dance. Really let that raw, painful energy out. You're telling your body, "I see the anxious energy, and I am using it for physical release, not mental torment." This action, this raw movement, is what interrupts the thought pattern and cuts the electrical flow to the shame spiral. Action 2, mental, the 3-2-1 grounding. If you can't move, use the simple grounding rule. Name 3 things you see, 2 things you can touch, and 1 thing you can hear. This technique forces your focus onto the sensory reality of the present moment. You can't simultaneously be in the past, where the shame is, and in the present, where your senses are. You've instantly interrupted the mental loop and regained control. Mastering the circuit breaker is mastering your ability to stop punishing yourself. Stage 3, the empathy audit. Apply the compassion. Now that we've broken the immediate cycle, we move to the compassionate work of healing. This is stage 3, the empathy audit, where we confront the inner judge. Your inner critic is the world's harshest judge, and we need to fire it. Action. Perform the dear friend test. Write down the mistake. Then imagine your kindest, most supportive friend made the exact same mistake. What would you say? You would never say, "You're worthless." You'd say, "You're human. You messed up. Let's learn." You need to take those exact words of compassion and write them back to yourself. The power of language. When you use the word "I," you trigger the inner judge. Try using your name. Sarah, you're human. you deserve peace. Dalai Lama reminds us we must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. Apply that love to yourself first. Stage 4, extracting the data, the lesson system. Compassion is only half the battle. To truly silence the shame, you must prove that the suffering wasn't wasted. Welcome to Stage 4, extracting the data. Forgiveness is useless if you don't secure the lesson. Action. Stop focusing on the feeling of failure. Instead, treat the mistake as a data point and ask 3 cold, analytical questions. What specific skill did I lack in that moment? Was it negotiating, time management, communication? 2. What clear boundary did I violate? Did I let someone override my gut feeling? 3. What concrete action will I commit to so this never happens again? This mental shift is what separates the victim from the learner. You honor the pain by turning it into wisdom. Stage 5, creating a reparation plan, proof of change. Wisdom is useless without action. Stage 5 is about proving to your inner self that you are now trustworthy. We call this the reparation plan. Action: develop a 2-part plan. 1. External, if needed. Fix the damage you caused others, a sincere apology, a repayment plan. 2. Internal, crucial. Commit to a permanent, positive habit, a 1% habit, that directly addresses the flaw identified in Stage 4. Example: if you were lazy, your internal reparation is committing to the 2-minute rule every morning for 30 days. This small, consistent action is your proof. It proves to your subconscious that your identity has actually shifted and the chain is broken. Stage 6, the final release, the Phoenix mindset. You've done the work. You've earned the freedom. Now comes the ultimate moment of closure. Stage 6, the final release. Forgiveness is a release, not an eraser. Action. Write the mistake on a small piece of paper. Acknowledge the person you were, the pain you caused, and the lesson you learned. Then, perform a release ritual, safely tearing the paper, burning it, or deleting the file. You are performing a ceremonial break from the past self. As poet Maya Angelou advised, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. You are the phoenix, rising from the ashes of your old mistakes. Conclusion. Self-forgiveness is the most courageous act of self-love. It's the key to unlocking the true potential that shame has been keeping prisoner. Let go of the chain you forged. Final choice. Stop defining yourself by the mistake you made, and start defining yourself by the person you choose to be today. Start Stage 1 right now. Write down the mistake and own your role. Share your commitment to the protocol below. Subscribe to the Healing Mindset and claim your unstoppable future.